today and welcome back to my channel. It's Doris here as always, and I'm back with another reaction. And today, of course, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be reacting to Candace Owens. I love her podcast. I love how she talks. I love how reasonable she is and all of that. I love to hear from her. So today we'll be reacting to Dr. Clarkson's Breaks His Silence. Let's hear what she has to say about him. Let's hear what she has to say about Tucker. So without further ado, guys, let's dive right into the reaction. Let's go.
Tucker Carlson has broken his silence. Okay. I don't know why it feels like it's been a really long time, but it does. It's been, 4 days since obviously the news broke that he was leaving Fox News rather unceremoniously. And we've kind of all been waiting with bated breath to see what he would say. Yeah. So I'm just going to play that clip of what he did say. He dropped this on his personal Twitter feed in its entirety. Take a listen.
Okay.
Good evening, it's Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also, a lot of those. It's got to be the majority of the population, even now.
Okay.
So that's heartening. The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are.
Okay.
They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them. Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet at the same time, and this is the amazing thing, the undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues?
That's true.
It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media. Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it. Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state.
I love this guy.
That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last. They're brain dead. Nobody actually believes them.
Okay.
Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, and so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive. They're afraid. They've given up persuasion. They're resorting to force. But it won't work. When honest people say what's true, calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
Such a great message. He's obviously in great spirits, and that's by all accounts what I've been hearing from the people that are in his very close circle, that he is in wonderful spirits. And so it's just nice to hear from him. And I love that he says this moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, so it won't. And that is the truth. Nobody's lives is benefiting from this. We all feel it, that there is this one-party system of a political class of donors really that are controlling everything. And so obviously he has not indicated what he is going to do in the future, but you can definitely tell by the way that he is talking that he isn't going away anytime soon. And so we continue to wait with bated breath to see where Tucker Carlson goes. I do want to say this. I saw this headline in the Daily Mail, and it's unbelievable how tone deaf it is. Meghan McCain, obviously, I do not mince any words when it comes to her and my feelings about her. I really do think that everything that her and her family done has been cancerous to American society. Okay. And it's just, with her, it's shocking that she feels compelled, that she thinks that she herself, as a Nepo baby, a beneficiary of nepotism, can come out and speak against Tucker Carlson. But that's how she's always been. I don't know where she gets this arrogance from, but this is who she is. She actually wrote an op-ed in the Daily Mail entitled, "Tucker Had a Death Wish. He's been fired 3 times now and attacked his own colleagues live on air. Here's the truth behind his reckless fall from Fox News." Again, the audacity of her, who has quite literally accomplished nothing in her life but saying, "I am my daddy's daughter," and writing books about her being her daddy's daughter, would ever attack the success, the overwhelming success that Tucker Carlson has had in his own life. 3 million people, 3 to 4 million people were watching him every single night, but she feels that she can do this. And buried in the article, if you want to know why she wrote it, it's because he attacked her husband. She wrote, "He went after my husband, who was a Fox News contributor, after Ben," that's her husband, Ben McCain, "criticized Republicans for holding up McCarthy's election to become House Speaker." On his primetime show, Tucker played a clip of Ben's appearance on a Fox business show and then proceeded to call him a buffoon and a moron. That's just clearly out of bounds. I think your husband is a buffoon and a moron. I think you're also a buffoon and a moron. I don't think any of that stuff is out of bounds. You guys continue to act like buffoon and morons. That's why they're banning a profile piece on me, and they wanted to
I'm very sorry, but I just love how outspoken Candace is. I love how she expresses herself without fear or favor, without prejudice or something like that. Like, she was very open, and of course, what this lady is doing, of course, she's a Nepo baby, because wherever she is now is just due to family ties. I feel like she has not really worked hard to be wherever she is right now, so she has no right whatsoever to come out and write baseless things. Like, it's crazy, and I love the way Candace is getting to tackle her. She deserves it, of course, because whatever she said makes no sense. So let's continue.
Hash the Kanye stuff. I spoke about the fact that this is what you guys do. You behave like children with axes to grind. Yeah. You go after me, you and your husband, big man, that's why I call him Ben McCain, went after me because you were upset that I didn't get the COVID vaccine. You thought that you guys could lecture me as two clinically obese, overweight individuals about my health. But at the time, you felt that you were somehow a better individual because you did your part by rolling up your sleeves. And then you're upset when healthy people tell you that you're unhealthy, and you have been trying to grind that axe forever. You guys don't say anything that has real meaning. You just grind axes, and that's exactly what you're doing here. You are in no position, either you or your husband, to ever speak about Tucker Carlson, to ever say that he is out of line, to ever make fun of the fact that he is moving on in his career. He will always have more success than the two of you combined.
Oh my goodness.
Other than you spending, I guess, your dad's money from the endless wars overseas.
I agree.
All right, guys, moving on from that. This is just a sad commentary on American society. Really just a sad commentary on Biden. Obviously, we do know that he is suffering. There's no question at all that we are watching elder abuse. There's no question at all that he is not of sound mind every single day. And you can see this because once in a while, we get to see what's behind the curtain when he holds his notes too low, and you realize that what we are watching is a play, that we are actually watching Operation Mockingbird in real time. When he pretends to have a press conference, what's really happening is a play where there are actresses who are calling themselves reporters who know exactly what they are supposed to ask him, and he already knows that they're going to ask the question, and he already knows how he's supposed to answer. Well, this happened again. He was caught with notes, holding notes that told him exactly what question was going to be asked of him and told him exactly which reporter to call on from the LA Times, as he spoke alongside the South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol, probably saying his name wrong, forgive me, in the White House Rose Garden. A reporter captured his cheat sheet. You can see it here.
Wow.
The reporter, on the cheat sheet, question number 1, it says, how are you squaring your domestic priorities like reshoring semiconductors, manufacturing, with alliance-based foreign policy? So that is the question that he had in his hand. You can see right there, the reporter is Courtney Subramanian from the Los Angeles Times. And indeed, that is exactly what he did. He called upon that reporter first, and she asked that question. She paraphrased it, but she asked essentially that exact question, and he was prepared to give her an answer. So it's a play. It's not real life. This is stuff that you see in communist countries. There are reporters that are working for the state that know exactly what they're supposed to ask and know exactly what answers they're going to get. And then that is given to the American people, given to the people that are being governed, and to pretend that they're not all being lied to all the time. This to me is remarkably sad, and it's remarkably infuriating, and it shouldn't be allowed to take place in this country. Yeah. But we have known that this entire presidency has been a farce. We know that he is a puppet at the end of some strings, and it's allowed to continue and actually not just allowed to continue. He's running again, guys. The puppet is going to run again, and so I guess we get to look forward to that or something. All right, guys, if you liked this video, then please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.
Wow. Okay, sometimes I wonder where Candace gets the courage she has. I wonder where she gets it from. But at the same time, she's speaking real facts, real truth. Like, It's nice. It's lovely to see her, to hear her speak. Like, it's so refreshing. So much power. She knows what she's saying and she stands with what she's saying. Like, she's not someone that can be influenced or swayed easily. And funny enough, what she's talking about is not just in the US. I feel like it's prevalent in most countries. Even my country where I'm from, all this happens. All this topic, this particular topic of discussion is something that happens, and it's really sad. It's really sad. I just hope one day, someday, soon, we get to a stage where we don't have to debate about such issues. We get to debate about more important issues than all of these. We get to hope that we are not played a farce. What is interesting? It's interesting to hear her speak. I feel like she made so much sense. She made so much sense. Whatever she said, she said what she said. Take it or leave it. So that's it, guys. We've come to the end of today's reaction. If you enjoyed watching and reacting with me, please don't forget to like this video, share, comment, subscribe. Also, I'll leave the link to Candace's channel in the description box. So go watch her other videos. She has lots of amazing videos. I'm sure you'll love it. And I'll see you all in my next one. But for now, loves, this is bye.